Welcome everybody, it's Salmon. In this video we are going to be talking about an image that was given to us at the end of the Zombies in Spaceland livestream that we got on Halloween. So this image, I'll have it on screen for you guys right now, and as you guys can see, it's another one of these ritual looking things that we also saw inside the intro cutscene. Of course, if you guys want to see my video talking about that one, I'll have it linked down in the description, and it is really interesting, that video, but this one is even more interesting. So looking at this doesn't look nearly as cartoonic as the one that we saw inside the intro cutscene, so maybe this could be in-game. Probably, I think I'm going to take a bet and say this is in-game, and maybe we're going to be interacting with it or something like that. Of course, we do see these candles around here, the footsteps or footprints, whatever you want to call them. They are there, they are interesting. I'm not too sure why they are there, but we also see this V right here now. So I'll have an image side by side with the one from the intro cutscene and this one, because just show you guys how different they look. They aren't the same ritual, they are completely different. Well, not completely, well, they're a little different, as you guys can see. Maybe like the actual how it looks the same, but what's written on it is different. So this V right here is obviously different, but you guys can see these, like, this purple glow around it, and we can see like some of these figures around it. I'm not too sure what they are. It maybe could be some other symbols. That's what they appear to be, at least to me. I'm not too sure though. They are something, that's for sure. But anyways, one other thing I want to point out, and this is really interesting, because towards the middle of this ritual we actually see some blood right there. So it looks like the blood is actually going to be important inside this zombies too. So I'm actually happy about that, because I'm a big fan of this blood idea. As you guys can see, there is some blood already made, so maybe this ritual has already started. So maybe we have to do this in game, and this is how it looks when we actually start it. As you guys can see, I'm assuming this because of the glowing V right there. So the blood is already placed there and the V starts glowing, and it just does its thing, because inside the intro cutscene something similar, except it glows blue instead of purple, and it's actually glowing pink before. So it's, I don't know, I'm just going to assume this is just how the ritual looks when it's already started. So that is all interesting. The blood is super interesting. The V, I'm not too sure if that means anything. Of course, everything I've already pointed out, but there's one last thing that is even more interesting, at least to me, and it's actually these symbols along the line. Now, just like in my other video, we actually had some guy on Reddit actually decipher these, and the same thing happened here. Of course, links to him down in the description if you guys want to check out the original post. But as you guys can see right here, now I'm going to read you guys off somewhat of a translation of it, or the decryption. But so what it actually translates into, saying Mephistopheles, the first or the upper line, or the outer line is how you would say it. So the outer line just says Mephistopheles, and of course we'll get into that in just a second what that means. But on the other line we actually pretty much get the same message, but it says equally Mephistopheles. So that is really interesting why we'd say equally Mephistopheles, because what Mephistopheles is, he's actually a demon type of deal thing from German folklore. So what this guy does, just to give you guys an idea of what this guy does, so he's not any normal demon that just goes and tempts normal humans and everything like that. He actually works directly from Lucifer. So Lucifer's the one who tells him everything to do, at least not all the time, but he works directly under him. At least that's how it sounds like it is. But what's even more interesting is that he will only go after people who are already evil and help them, I guess, achieve their agendas, so to speak. I guess you would say it like that, but it's just that he doesn't go after normal people who are like not evil. He just helps evil people be more evil. I guess that's pretty much what he does. So it's pretty interesting, and I'd like to see what exactly we're going to do with this. So I'm not too sure, but one thing I want to point out is that we do see Willard Wyler himself actually making this deal. I'm not too sure if this ritual is going to be separate from his deal that he made, because they are different rituals, and maybe this one wasn't made by Willard Wyler. But this one, if it is the same, if this is made by Willard Wyler, it would make sense, because he does look like a bad person. So if it would make sense that Mephistopheles, or however you say that name properly, is actually helping him out. That would make so much sense. At least that's what it appears to be, at least. So that's what I'm thinking is to be the case. But if you guys do have any other ideas, go ahead and tell me down in the description. And if you guys want to stay tuned for more Infinite Warfare zombies, or zombies in Spaceland, whatever you want to call it, any of that content, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.